page. I'm Andrea Kelly.
I'm Phil Kelly.
I'm Kingsley Kelly.
Sis?
Okay, Miles next.
Go ahead, Miles.
I'm Miles Kelly. Penelope Kelly.
And we are going to tell you why we got started with doTERRA essential oils and our experiences with them so far. So you guys, we'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
Bye, guys.
Okay, so when we got started with doTERRA essential oils 3 years ago, it was when I was pregnant with Miles, and I was researching a lot of natural solutions for pregnancy. So I kept coming across essential oils, and I knew that they were supportive to, pain management. They were good for my emotions and after labor and all sorts of things. So I was really excited to get them for my last pregnancy and my last labor. So I had my whole little thing of oils with me ready to go whenever I, went into labor. And the oils that I brought with me were deep blue and lavender. So these two are the ones that I brought with me in my pregnancy to go hospital bag. And the reason why I wanted them was because my past two labors, they were very good, they were pretty quick, and I noticed that I had, I wanted other natural ways to manage my pain, because the only way I managed my pain in my other labors was this guy rubbing my back and going into a tub, and that was it. So I needed more things to help me to do this naturally. So, and also, the other thing was after labor pains were killer. And after the first, they weren't so bad, but then after the second, they got really bad to the point where I thought I was giving birth again. So I needed something to manage those labor pains, and I like doing things completely naturally, and I don't like putting chemicals or toxins on my body or in my body. So I wanted to do everything natural for my children and for my body. So after I went into labor, we were at the hospital, and Phil would rub this deep blue on my back and massage it in. So this smell still reminds me of labor.
Me too.
And it's a lovely, lovely smell. I love this. And so I managed my pain for my labor by rubbing this. He rubbed it on my lower back because that's where I had a lot of labor contraction. And then during labor, I also used balance. So I used this just by smelling it and rubbing it on my hands and smelling it on my hands. So the easy application was just a drop in my hand, and then I would just smell it and then keep it on me just so I could smell that.
That smells good too.
And what was really cool is that when this whole process was going on, my labor and everything, the midwives that were in there, they would say, "Oh my gosh, it smells so nice in here. Like, what are you guys doing?" So it was really nice because it was calming everybody that...
Including me, actually, too.
Yeah, it was really calming to you, and it was really calming and a really nice experience for everybody, which is, to me, labor. I loved labor. I would do it again if anybody wants me to do it for them. I would love to do it for you. Okay, so then after birth, after giving birth, I did it in a tub. So I did water births for two of my kids. And I had really bad after labor pains. So I would just rub this lavender on my stomach, and it really took away that pain. For some reason, it was really calming, and it really, really helped support those afterbirth contractions. So those were my top 3 personal experiences with the oils that really had me thinking, wow, this is something that is really beneficial, and it really works with our lifestyle because we are completely organic and natural, and we want to just raise our children on holistic remedies and really being in touch with our bodies, and me being the healer of our home, teaching them that we have these solutions in our home to help us naturally. So, do you want to share your personal?
Just another thing to always mention is that it was a long it was a long pathway too. Like it wasn't just okay, great, we're going to be full force organic. It was a whole, I don't know, it was a whole progression. You know, so with you doing most of the research and with our food and not being all the way organic and doing some things partially organic, and then it was a big old transition into it. But you know, videos like this help, and you spreading knowledge about all of this like can help some people fast forward into it. You know.
Yeah.
Doing all the research has really been done. Like, you have done so much research.
I spent months researching. Like, my research really started when I had Kingsley. And I didn't even get into oils until 2.5 years later. I would use oils from other places until I realized that quality matters and where the oils are sourced and the testing and everything like that. I didn't really know that until I got more into it and I figured out all of that, and then that's how I landed upon doTERRA after months of debating which route to go.
Yeah.
So,
and then, so I always think to be a pretty supportive person. So I'm always encouraging, like, yeah, absolutely. Although I am still a skeptic.
For me, like, he was totally, do that for yourself. That's what you think is going to help you. Whatever, get that for you later.
Try to be a positive person, not just smash down something right away. But inside my head, I might be a skeptic myself, or I would want to see it in action. So my first experience with the oils was a regular neck injury, like from going to the gym. I did something, I mean, I've had this happen at least 2 times a year or 3 times a year. And it's not bad, but I had that stiff neck, like you have to turn like that to go to the left or to the right. And it usually took 7 days or a week to get rid of. I'd have that terrible stiff neck and be all annoyed while sleeping and stuff. We used Deep Blue. You rub Deep Blue on my neck, and the next day it was like I could have full range of motion. So that's when I had said it right away. I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty serious," you know. And it's that nice warming sensation or cooling sensation, kind of almost like a Bengay would do, right?
Yeah.
So that was my first experience, and I was then really, I would, oh yeah, sure, get this and get that.
Yeah, more open to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, what other kinds are there? Sure, diffuse this. Put that on the bottom of my feet. Absolutely. Because I saw it work right away, so why wouldn't I? The next thing let
me say, because you said something about diffusing. So also, after my pregnancy, my first one, it was pretty bad. I was really sad because it was a totally different life change.
Oh yeah,
I was sad.
Oh, afterwards.
After having Kingsley, I stopped working, seeing him all the time. It was just a sad situation. So then, after my second, I didn't have the oils. So after Penelope, I did not have the oils, but I did placenta encapsulation, so that helps with my hormones and everything like that. So I noticed that really helped, but I felt like I needed something more. So then, when I had this balance oil with Miles, I would diffuse this oil, and I would take my placenta pills, and I noticed that when I didn't diffuse this oil, I was not good. Like, you would come home, and I was, like, really angry, and you're like, did you diffuse your oils? And I'm like, no, I don't have time for that. So then I knew that I really needed something to support my mind and to calm it down, to ground me, and to really help me. So diffusing balance non-stop really helped me as a mother. Okay, so then your other experience. Yeah,
and I don't know how much longer it was after. Maybe the next allergy season. I get really bad allergies. As I've gotten older, they've gotten much worse, which is interesting.
Yeah, so what did you used to do for allergies?
Oh man, a whole range of stuff. Like earlier on in life when it started, like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, or maybe I guess 10 years ago now, I would do any kind of Sudafeds, nonsense like that, And then obviously moving into,
you would do neti pot.
Yeah, neti pot, apple cider vinegar, all sorts of raw honey things. I mean, think about the cocktail I would chug down in the morning. A lot of stuff, and some still like the
honey
that stuff worked, and the apple cider vinegar worked, but nothing. I would naturally ask, okay, does doTERRA have anything, or are there any essential oils for allergies? And obviously, there's a product.
So this is the blend. It's called Try Ease, but they didn't have this when we first started it.
Yeah.
So he would just do lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and you would do that in your honey.
Yeah.
And then we would diffuse it. Those 3, and then we would also do we would put it on, wouldn't we put it on the bottom of your feet sometimes?
Yes. Yep.
And then we would also give him Breathe to take to work to help him with his respiratory system and opening up his airways. So anyway, once this came out, you started taking it, and then what happened?
It was phenomenal right away. Huge difference. I mean, it's gonna be coming up soon. You know that I will start taking it, and I take it 2 times, sometimes even 3 times a day, because it really will control just that super, non-stop, eye itching, sneezing, nose blowing period of time. That's a disaster. Really, I'm I'm a miserable
allergy person.
Brutal.
Yes.
Yeah. So this has really changed. Come on. I don't know if anybody's watching that would know me, but I would never push something or support something that wasn't working 100%.
Yeah, we don't have time for this. Honestly.
Yeah, it's just what kind of person I am. What would I do that for?
Okay, so his testimonials. This really works for allergies. And, lemon, lavender, and peppermint together is a natural antihistamine. So those together work really well for allergies. Now, I wanted to share why I do this and why I've committed to help other moms support their family naturally, because I have been so blessed with these essential oils, and they have helped us so many times, time after time after time. And I do feel really sad when I see kids that are sick and their mom just keeps giving them antibiotic after antibiotic, or they're on this cold medicine, or they're constantly on some medicine for their digestive system, or just something that is just not natural for their body, that's building up in their body, that's destroying their gut biome and just not really supporting the natural function of your body. That's why I want to spread the news about these essential oils, because they're natural compounds that occur in the world, and they work in our bodies naturally to help our bodies function as they're supposed to function. So, for example, the oil peppermint is uplifting, and it's also soothing to, your like a fever if you get hot. It's also good for your digestive system in all ways. So, like, your digestive system works like an overflow. So if you're like really going to the bathroom a lot, or if you're not going to the bathroom enough, it's just how you rub the oil on your body. So just learning how to use the oils is something that I really enjoy doing, and helping moms really take control of their families and have these tools to then use on their families and to support them naturally, so that they don't have to keep running to the doctor every time their kid has a stuffy nose, or a kid's coughing again, or something's going on. And even the flu, they can't do anything for you other than give you something really unnecessary and really, not so great for the body. I want to just teach moms that it's possible to not give their children medicine constantly and antibiotics constantly, because our children have never been on an antibiotic and they are perfectly healthy, and we use our oils to support our bodies. We eat really good food, and
plus they don't have a choice either, those little kids. We're deciding for them.
And we decide, and that's the thing that I want to do as a mother. I want to empower other moms to be the one to make the choice for their families. Maybe you need to take them to the doctor to get some diagnosis, and once they tell you, oh yeah, we're going to give you another antibiotic, okay, come home and evaluate the situation as a mom with mother instincts, and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to try these oils, and I'm going to do them every 3 hours until this goes away, and voila, it's going to work, because these oils are amazingly powerful for our bodies, and they're so supportive. So I just wanted to share that that's my mission. So if you are interested in natural health, if you have the slightest interest in it at all, I will help you 1,000%, and I will make you feel so comfortable using these oils in your home and helping your family. So that's my mission, and I love sharing these oils, and they are so powerful, and I want every home to have them. So if your home doesn't have them yet, let's get them in your home, and I'll help you use them. So you can keep following me on this page. I'm going to be doing series of videos to tell how we use the oils, different ways to, different remedies that you can use them for, and all different ways the essential oils support our bodies and how they work exactly, and more about doTERRA as a company. So I look forward to you guys following along and watching the videos. And we hope you all have a wonderful day with your families.
Bye.
Bye.